Game Over 86, guys, coming back with another video today. And today, guys, I'm going to just be talking about the PlayStation 4. Sony, actually, to be, exact, that they're canceling, or they've already said that they're not going to be there at E3 2019. I'm just going to give you guys my quick opinion and thought about this. And you guys can go ahead and leave me comments down below and tell me what your guys' thoughts and opinions are. I'm going to read them and get back to you as soon as I can. This video ain't going to be long, guys. So if you're new to the channel and you guys like seeing what you see or like hearing what you hear from Game Over 86, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, support the channel, hit the thumbs up, share this video, and like I said, leave me comments down below, and I always try to get back to you guys. But let's go ahead and get into this stuff. Sony did say that they weren't going to be there at E3 next year, 2019. First time in like 24, 25 years. In my opinion on it, honestly, guys, and I'm going to go quick, they're going to do the same thing that they did when the PS3 came. They're going to wait. Even though they were there at E3, they went a year later after the Xbox 360 dropped in 05. So think about this. Xbox has already announced a lot of their stuff. They've already talked about Project Cloud. They've already talked about the Xbox Scorpio, or whatever you want to call it. So I think, honestly, PlayStation has just a game list lineup. They already showed you what was in development this last E3. No, I'm not covering Xbox. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying they're going to do the same thing that they did when the Xbox One technically even released. I mean, they went on last. That's what normally happens. They have no worries, I don't think, right off the bat, technically. So they're going to see what Xbox puts to the table, because I mean, there's rumors are that Xbox is going to be announcing something, so they're going to get that information, I'm sure, like any other company would do, and they're going to wait to see how people react towards the Xbox One, or excuse me, the Xbox 2, or whatever you want to call it, the Scorpio. Or I keep saying Scorpio because they keep changing these damn names because they're delusional and they don't know how to market anything, like Black Friday, and they put a console the same price competing with the PlayStation Slim model of Spider-Man. They give you Minecraft. It's like, I'll take option B. Anyway, to get back to what I'm saying is PlayStation's going to wait a year, and I know this sounds crazy because a lot of people are like, why are you missing out on E3? Why wouldn't you want to showcase? Well, why couldn't they just do a video from their headquarters like Nintendo does with Nintendo Direct? Why couldn't they just do that? I mean, we're living in a day and age nowadays to where people want to talk about digital and everything like that. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, that was the stage. There wasn't a format or a platform like, YouTube or anywhere else like Facebook and stuff. Stuff like that didn't exist. I mean, MySpace did, but who gives a shit about MySpace, right? But the biggest thing is I think PlayStation's going to play it safe, especially with this next console. They don't want to go ahead, release anything, and don't get me wrong, I think PlayStation's gonna do a good job. They've learned from the big time mistakes with PlayStation 3. But what they did is they didn't follow up until later on down the road with the PlayStation 4. So even though the Xbox 360 came out of the gate a year before PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 3 still went with their own bind and charged an ungodly price for a hard console developed for, all in all, it still finished, with the Xbox 360 and sales and all that other stuff, and it still had good quality games. A lot of new franchises, new IPs actually came from that company, or came from PlayStation 3's brand. But the PlayStation 4, they just waited for Xbox to pretty much destroy themselves, and it's been, backpedaling ever since, and I'll get into that later in another time. But the PlayStation 4 went on, and they just pretty much won the whole thing. So they don't see, like, this E3 being the year that they're going to want to talk about their PlayStation 5. I believe that they're wanting to also sell a lot of their PlayStation 4s and their PlayStation 4 games like they've always have. They've already announced a lot of games, and I think, honestly, what they're going to do is do a little direct later on next year, if not at the first of the spring, or maybe after spring, after E3 later on down the road, to get you guys enticed to new upcoming games for PlayStation 4. And then by 2020, E3, after they already have the information of the Xbox 2, they're going to, maybe have to go back and configure something that they might have not wanted presented. Maybe they're going to try to get it right around that same market where Xbox is trying to get, so they can compete to next gen, because they already have a full list of game lineups and all that good stuff. So let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think. Honestly, to me, it's not a big deal. No, I'm not a Sony tard, guys. No, I'm not a Sony fanboy. No, I'm not a Sony pony. I'm just letting you know. They're going to let Xbox see if they're going to, make the mistake again like they did with the Xbox One. And they're going to see if Xbox 2 comes out with their, at E3 2019, Xbox could have an awesome E3 and it looks awesome. And PlayStation's like, well, I'm glad we didn't do ours because we didn't have half the stuff that they had. So now they're going to backtrack. They're going to try to see what they're going to want to do and see what they're wanting to release. And they're going to make that actually appear better. They're going to try to have a full game list lineup. I'm telling you right now, they're already going to have 5 to 6 games right now, I guarantee, for the PlayStation 5. But they don't want to talk about it right now. And I'll leave you with this, because they don't want to hurt their end goal right now with the PlayStation 4. Sales are still amazing with it. It's almost up to 90 million units. They want to probably, I'm sure, hit over 100 million units. And they got a lot of stuff still to work out with games and all that other stuff leading into the PlayStation 5. You don't want to push anything because we've already known what that has happened with the Xbox. The Xbox, 360 and the PS3 era, where they pushed everything. And it just seems like they don't want to rush this one, especially with it being such a rarity that this has never happened with Sony not going to E3. So, in my opinion, no, it's not a big deal. Yeah, was I a little surprised that they pulled out of it? Yeah, but then I started to realize, well, it's going to be 2019. Why can't they just stream it or, do what Nintendo Direct does? Only make it into their own little show. That's why they canceled, I believe, the Sony PlayStation Experience and stuff like that this year. And it's like, that is why I think a lot of these companies are starting to realize that, honestly, does E3 really matter? Does E3 really matter to a lot of people? To some, it does. But to a lot of people, it's a 45-minute Smash Direct. Nintendo. To some, it's a multi-plat showing you what it looks like on the Xbox. And then talking about maybe 1 or 2 exclusives coming. But they're the same IPs that they've been abusing since Xbox One and the Xbox 360. Or do you want them to take the time, take the patience to build a console and not rush it like they did with the PlayStation 3 and piss a lot of people off and overprice it and make, rush the games, make the developers pissed off? No, they're going to they've really narrowed it down in 2018, guys. They've given us name changes. Well, that'll be coming for a lot of people. I've already gotten mine because I was in the beta testing for Sony. But they're going to be pushing that out next year. And from what everybody says, I did it, and I had my PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 since day one release. And I've bought it, and I've changed my name for free because you give that free change. And then anybody with PlayStation Store, you get it for $4.99. And then anybody that don't have a PlayStation Network or whatever, PSN Plus, PlayStation Plus, they have to pay $9.99. Now, I just want to say one thing. When I said I purchased the the PlayStation 3 on day one, I did in 2006. I purchased the PlayStation 4 day one in 2013. I just want to say, I've did this and I haven't lost. I mean, to me, I haven't seen any virtual currency, but I really don't buy a whole lot of virtual currency ever, really. I haven't seen a lot of games that I've purchased or had a long time ago on PlayStation 3 or whatnot. From that I've missed out on, or any save data. I haven't had any of that problem. So I know that they say it can happen, but I haven't seen any, and I own a ton of games digitally and physically that I haven't seen mess up or have any accidents with saves or anything like that. So don't be worried about that, in my opinion. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm saying, like, I bought them all day one and I haven't ran into a problem. Also, though, like I said, they don't want to hurt their sales with the PlayStation 4, especially if it's not broke, don't fix it. But they have fixed a lot of things that people are asking for. PlayStation Now, you can download games. PlayStation 2, yes, you can't do the PlayStation 3 games yet, but mark my words, guys, when the PlayStation 5 comes, and you heard it first from me, and I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you heard it first from me. No, trust me. I said that the Nintendo Switch service sucked, and look at it. Everybody else was like, oh, man, it's going to be great. And I got a video upcoming, guys, that I want you guys to definitely check out. What Xbox and Nintendo can do together to make both their platforms better and to make them better in the future. So make sure you guys tune into that. This video is going to be up later on today, guys, when I'm done editing this Friday. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I got more videos coming. It's going to be a busy next 2 weeks for me. My normal videos are normally Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I'm going to be doing a lot more videos in the upcoming weeks because of the holiday season. There's so much stuff to talk about. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe as always, guys. I love each and every single one of you. I enjoy talking to you guys wherever you may be. Stay safe. Have a wonderful holiday. Have a great day shopping. Do a good deed for somebody. Take care of one another. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.